Hey, call me Shape. And today's video is titled, Pretty Black Women Had Enough. No more pump and dump. Let's get right into it.
Culture is a scam, and the women are being finessed. I made a video the other day saying how the world has conditioned women to thinking hookup culture is empowering. I wholeheartedly believe it was some dude who was in a group with his friends and was like, you know what? We're gonna make them think we hate this, that they're hooking up just like us and they're giving themselves up to us. Really think about it. A lot of women be getting into hookup culture because that's the closest you're gonna get to that man. That's the closest to affection and intimacy that you're gonna get with the guy you have your eyes on. But that's the closest you're gonna get to intimacy without actually trying to be vulnerable. And then our bodies, not theirs, not men's, our bodies are the one who release a hormone that make us attached to them. Even if that man means nothing to you, your body just released a hormone that makes you more attached to him. That don't happen to him, just us. Now, even if you don't have feelings for him, maybe now that dude has the capability to piss you off just a little easier than he was able to the day before. And there are so many women I've spoken to that are like, oh yeah, I could do it. I don't get attached. Yes, y'all do. Y'all do. We do. Because I've done this too. There are women who are even more intentional about it. They're like, oh, if I start having sex with him, if I start hooking up with this dude, he's going to start paying more attention to me. We have this bond. We just get each other. No, y'all don't. Y'all don't have that big of a bond. Okay? I'm here to wake y'all up. Throwing off your pH balance, messing with these dudes. You are stressing yourself out. You are like losing your youth, giving this part of yourself to these dudes. It's not a win for us. It don't benefit us. You want to hold power? View your body as a prize. Culture is,
I've been saying this. I think hookup culture is ruining a lot of women. Okay, and listen, I benefit from hookup culture. Okay, a lot of girls that try to hit it and quit it, right? They're trying to get their nut off. They're trying to get their rocks off. As a man, we're happy with this. Because we don't mind just pump and dumping. Okay, but for you women, you guys take a huge toll for it. And here's an attractive woman who's been sold a lie just like everybody else, and she believed it, right? She couldn't help but believe it. How can you not, right? Everybody's doing it, right? It's the thing right now. It's in vogue, okay? And I found another woman that's actually pretty pissed about this, and she had a different perspective, and she came from a different place, but we're going to let her talk, and we're going to react to it.
My girl says, black men literally be in comments saying pump and dump. This is truly how they feel about us and all women. And she's not lying. I can't tell you guys how many times I've seen groups of black men commenting under posts telling other men to just pump and dump. And I need black women to understand what pump and dump means. Like, if you don't understand what pump and dump means, it means sleep with you, get you pregnant, and then dump you. That's what pump and dump means, literally. Another thing that a lot of black men do a lot, is make sexual innuendos when they're talking to you. And I know for a lot of black women who may be insecure, you think that that's cute. Oh, he thinks I have a nice booty, and oh, he loves my thighs. Yeah, he trying to hit, sis. Sex doesn't equate to love. And for the women who don't understand that, I suggest you learn that now. Just because a man wants to sleep with you doesn't mean he wants to be with you. So for me, the moment a man starts talking about something sexual, the moment a man says anything sexual to me, I'm out. That's a red flag. And too many black women ignore that because you think it's a compliment. You think it's cute to have a man want to sleep with you. That's what men, of course they're going to want to sleep with you. That's a man. And eventually, if they treat you right and are a decent man, they will get that in the first place. So there's no reason for them to be bringing that up the first time they meet you. So black women have to take some type of accountability for ignoring this. Because as a collective group, that's what we've done. We've ignored the fact that a lot of men, specifically black men, just want to sleep with you. So if y'all would stop sleeping with these dudes and make them work and do the work and be men, we would have less baby mamas. We would have more marriages. But because we have too many women that are weak behind men, this is the result of that. You getting pumped and dumped. And then y'all want to get online and complain about how hard it is to raise your kids by yourself. Nobody told you to get pregnant by an idiot. That's a choice that you made. So this right here, the pump and dump culture, is real. It's existed. Black women just continue to ignore it. As for me, ain't no man that I'm dealing with on a relationship level that I am dating, that I am trying to get to know. I don't care what color he is, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Indian. He's not fixing to come over here and pump and dump. He'll be carried out by 6 first. And that's just how that shit finna go down. Because now I'm realizing that this is a game for a lot of them. And I ain't the fucking one. Point blank, period. Thank you, sis, for this comment. My girl.
Well, the masculine black woman has entered the chat. Enter the room. Here she is. I'm going to tell you, ain't no man going to do this. Ain't no man going to do that. She got the voice, right? She got the whole black masculine woman starter kit. She got the 2025 tramp stamp across the chest. Ladies, this shit is ugly. I don't know why y'all do this. It looks so ghetto. And none of y'all even have good bodies. I hate to see tattoos on women with sloppy bodies. Sorry to say it, you know what I'm saying? Because I got nothing against women with y'all sloppy bodies. But seriously, why get a tattoo in a place that's going to draw attention to the fact that you don't work out? Okay? But I do want to address a couple things she said. One, she said pump and dump is the act of a man smashing you, getting you pregnant, and then dumping you. What? I've never heard of that. I've never heard the whole getting you pregnant part. Who included that part? No. I mean, I guess that's what's happening to a lot of these women, because a lot of these women get smashed from one-night stands and hookups by men and they end up getting pregnant. But pump and dump only means to hit it and quit it. That's all it means. It don't mean get you pregnant. What would be the reason why you're getting pregnant? Because these low-value men that have nothing else to do with their seed figure that they're going to just drop it off in your womb. But someone like me, I will never just bust a nut in some random girl and walk away like nothing happened. Never would happen. Okay? Let's talk about the love portion she's talking about. Okay, so it's kind of shocking to me that women think that a man's going to sleep with them because they're in love, or maybe she's in love. But no, we don't communicate love that way. Not at all. If we love you, if we care about you, we're going to try to put a ring on it, try to get into a relationship with you. We're not going to just smash you. We're going to try to wife you up, make you our girl, okay? But many women don't understand that, and so there lies the problem, okay? But black women are not the only ones having this issue with hookup culture. It's actually affecting more than black women. Here's proof.
Were you ever on the dating apps?
I was for a little bit.
And how was that?
Trash.
It seems like it's trash.
It's trash. I mean, like, most of the time, you know why people are on, like, dating apps. They're just there to, like, find something to hit and then just, like,
wow.
Pump and dump.
Pump and dump.
Pump and dump. Peace out. When
people say pump and dump, I know that term's existed for quite a while. It's still so triggering.
It's so jarring.
It's so...
But that's how I describe the dating apps. Like, that's the kind of vibes that I get. Like, the DMs are just, like, nasty. And I'm like, ew.
Yeah.
And I'm not on those anymore. I would not personally want to go back on them ever again. Because I feel like it's just, like... I don't know. It's just weird for me.
Was it an ego boost being on the dating apps as a girl, though?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%.
Were you ever on the dating apps?
It's so funny, right? Because she said it. She called it right. And this is why girls, I don't know, they're having a hard time finding relationships in person. They can't find relationships on dating apps. This whole pump and dump culture is real. Okay? It's beyond the black culture. So it's not something of the hood, not something of the ghetto. But on the flip side, there's women who actually hit it and quit it, right? There's women who go out their way and they're trying to pump and dump, right? I think it's shocking because to me, I thought women were sleeping around for love, okay? But clearly, some of them do sleep to just get their rocks off.
Why did I hit it and quit it? Yeah. Because the hit wasn't good.
What about the hit wasn't good? Because this is the thing. It was a viral question, but it was like ladies, not men or people. It was like ladies. I want to know why did you hit it and quit?
Why did you hit it and quit?
And the women all had one common answer.
And that was the same?
It was like the most common thing was that, like,
okay, it just wasn't hitting. We wasting everybody's time.
Yeah.
Everybody just, there's no hit to it.
Okay, so that's good because I was having a conversation recently about how, like, when people mention they want to have compatibility, they typically leave out sex as a compatibility requirement as well. Because sometimes you be just talking so much about everything else, and it's like, well, sex, let's not have sex yet because we don't want feelings to get involved. We want to make sure we focus in on the right things.
Blah, blah, blah.
Sex is not really, like, shouldn't be looked at this flesh act. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be looked at as a compatibility because would love to hate for you to get involved and
I'd be dating for 3 months. I'm gonna wait for 90 days.
Everything checks out.
I have sex and you're like, don't.
Now you want to quit him. Now you want to quit him after 3 months of a beautiful connection, everything going good. So it's okay, drop them draws on the first date order.
And this is the 304 lifestyle that a lot of people are pointing to. That women are hitting it and quitting it too. It wasn't hidden. We weren't compatible. Baby girl, first of all, this is all fornication, okay? This is all fornication. If you believe in Christ, if you believe in Jesus, you got to know that we're not supposed to be doing this. But to even perverse it even further, where you're trying to try everybody out to see which one's compatible for you, you don't get everything, okay? You might have a good husband and he sucks in the sack and you got to deal with that, okay? Too many people are focused on pleasure. They're not focused on purpose. Ladies, your purpose in life is not to get pleased. I know you think that life is all about you being happy and having a good time and feeling good. It's not about that. And this is why we are exactly where we are. A lot of these women here that are talking, they'll probably never be married because who wants to know that their wife was just a girl trying men out? Trying men on for size, right? Unbelievable. And I can't get with it. I can't get with it. It makes dating hard for someone like me too, okay? But we have another girl that did the exact same thing, but she went into a little bit more detail. I thought it was pretty interesting. Let's hear what she has to say, and then I'll respond to it.
Oh my God. So I really had to hit it and quit it just now. All right, let me tell y'all a story. Okay. So what's today? Sunday. So Monday, almost a week ago, was this guy that I was casually talking to, nothing serious. It's not like we talked every day, but we would text each other and then maybe go days or, a couple weeks without talking. So I had made a post on my Facebook where I was talking about when Carisha was talking about how she going showers. And I was like, I'm into a lot of freaky shit, but going showers and no, because back in the day, I smacked the dude because he drooled on my back for when he was hitting it from the back or whatever. So minutes after I make that post, he texts me oh, I can't drool on your back. And I'm like, oh, yo, you're wild as hell, right? So we're laughing. And then he starts sending me pictures of his, So usually I don't even be liking, I don't like unsolicited eggplant pictures. You know what I'm saying? But you caught me on a good day at a good time. And then he sent me a picture with it up against a Febreze can, comparing size. And I was like, oh, shit. Okay, whatever. So we texting, and he was like, you know what I'm saying? You want to come see me tonight? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'll hit you when I get off of work. Fast forward, I get off of work. I meet him. I go to his house or whatever. And, you know what I'm saying? We do what we do. It was nice. It was cool. And I had, all intentions on going back or whatever. But literally ever since that day, he's been calling me on my heels, oh, what you doing? What you doing? You coming over? You coming over? You coming over? I work from home, so he was trying to come over, be after I dropped my daughter off at school. Then I guess he worked a shift where he got off at 6 o'clock in the morning, and he texted me at 3:22 in the morning, talking about can I come over when he get off of work. And I'm like, I'm thinking he's thinking in the evening, and I'm like, yo, I gotta work today. I don't get off until 7. And he was like, oh no, I'm talking about this morning. No, I'm not coming to your house at 7 o'clock in the morning to give you some pussy. Like, sir, leave me alone. Like, he's been on my heels. So now he's sent me a message today, like, asking if I could come over. And I'm like, I got a paper to write. Like, I just started my master's program this week. And I'm like, I got a paper to write. He's like, he ain't say nothing about that. But then he sends me a message like an hour or two later, like, it's cool if it was only one time. Nigga, I know it was cool if it was only one time. And now it's really going to be only one time because now you're just too thirsty for the yams. Like, you got to fall back. So now I can't even give you no more pussy because now you're going to be crazy. And I'm not messing with no more crazy niggas. So yeah, there I go. I had to hit it and quit it. One time was enough for me, even though it was good.
Strange things we have these days, right? Women are becoming more masculine, men are becoming more feminine. The guy, after he hit it, it's almost like oxytocin was releasing his body, and now he wants to bond with her, right? I thought oxytocin was releasing a woman's body, okay? But this guy, after one time, he's attached. Okay, maybe, realistic, a lot of men don't get laid that often, so for him to be able to bag you, right, after just texting you, oh, can I drool on your back? By the way, that story was wild. You had dudes drooling on your back. Who hitting it, girl? Somebody in special ed? Who hitting that? And by the way, this lady, I don't know. I'm assuming she's a single mom and she's divorced because she has a hashtag single moms of TikTok and divorce talk. So here's a woman who used to be married, who's somebody's mother, talking about she's hitting it and quitting it, and she wants everybody to know. She's literally telling on herself in public, right? Unbelievable. But you know what? This is not as bad as it gets because what's even worse about it, in my personal opinion, is that there's women who are going to condone this behavior because they don't want to shame them. They don't want to shame them, okay? Supposedly they're going to call a spade, but when they're left to their own devices, they kind of, beat around the bush when it comes to telling women, hey, look, it's just not a good idea to be sleeping around.
We can't dehumanize them because
I don't want to dehumanize anyone, but I do want to be clear because this is my qualm. Society will make you believe that we're saying something different than the normal agenda, that we're saying that it's wrong. I'm not saying that being a hoe is wrong. I'm not saying that living inside of your sexual liberation, it's not wrong to do that. However, there are consequences to doing that. I believe highly that it will disqualify you from a certain caliber of man. There's no way on God's green earth that anyone would be like, yeah, Sarah, this even makes a little bit of sense. If I was super sexually liberated outside in these streets, sleeping with 3 men every quarter.
I don't think that women in general want that. I think that most women who are moving toward being intimate with a man are hoping that something will come from it. We all have the same thing when it comes to our bodies. We all have the same thing.
Sure.
What makes us different is our behaviors, our beliefs, and do we respect ourselves?
I think that's the key.
Yeah.
I think we have to respect ourselves and preserve ourselves.
Yeah.
And for those that are not preserving themselves, I think they are destroying the entire sexual market.
Well, maybe the young women need to start talking to the younger women. And
yeah,
them.
Mom, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
You need to tell them stop hoeing around out here.
No, you don't want to say it like that.
Okay, so what would you say? How would you say
I
it?
would say that sex is a wonderful thing. It's a gift from God.
Mm-hmm.
When we're young, sex is sex for boys.
Mm-hmm.
When sex for girls means love, but the boys aren't loving you. They're just looking for sex. So when you think about that, it's easier to say, no.
You can sex me when you love me.
Yes, exactly. We have to tell young ladies it's okay to say no. And you know what? When you do say no, what did I say? There was a percentage of boys who would leave within a week, and most of them are gone within 2 weeks. And then the ones that hang around for 3 months, they could be lifelong friends.
Yeah.
And then they can determine whether or not
they can make an informed decision.
They can.
Like, I actually like you for real. Mm-hmm. I can have good conversations with you. I enjoy hanging out with you. The sex is just a bonus. Because that's the easiest thing. Sex and money are the easiest things.
Yeah, so we have to start telling young people, just say no.
It's funny. It's so funny to me that these women, and this girl, by the way, she double talks. I don't understand why she's double talking. She says, I don't want to say that it's wrong, being 304 is wrong, but it's going to disqualify you. And for a certain echelon of men. Well, why do you think those men are disqualifying you? Because it's wrong. Okay, and we don't want to be with someone that's engaging in haram, okay, debauchery, okay, hedonism. We don't want that, okay? Listen, Whether you want to shame women or not, whether you want to double speak to them or not, we all know the truth, okay? And it's funny to me because the other lady was her mom. It's funny to me because her mom said, sex is a gift from God, okay? Yes, it is a gift from God. But a gift from God to married people. This idea that, well, you know, it's love to us and it's just hooking up for them. Well, here's the thing, right? She said, if you want to sex me first, you got to love me first. How about if you want to sex me, you got to be married to me first, okay? A lot of women's problems could be solved with common sense. But we all know common sense is not common, right? So, you know, being sensible nowadays is an exceptional skill. Not many people have it. And I feel for women because you have attractive women like this who you think are well-meaning to do women, but they give you bad advice, okay? This lady, I believe she's, 36 or so? She's not married. She doesn't have any kids. And from what I could tell, she's waiting until some big event happens, till a high-value man falls into her lap. And it won't happen. It won't happen. It won't happen. We should tell women you need to go out there and pursue what you want rather than sitting back and saying, well, if God wants me to have somebody, well, then that's God's plan. I'm just going to put it all on God. No, baby, God gave you free will. Right? Some women even think to the point where, you know, the reality of it is they think to themselves, well, you know, not everyone's meant to be a mother and this and that, and maybe God doesn't want me to be a mom. Baby girl, yes, he does. He didn't give you a uterus for fun. A lot of people think God gave people punani so they could just smash and have a good time, right? No, he did you that. He gave you that so you could be fruitful and multiply. Fruitful meaning that you could be productive, right, as an individual, and then make more productive individuals. How do you do that? Well, within the protection of a marriage and, you know, building with somebody, and then from there having children, having offspring for that, right? Being fruitful and multiplying. And this is why pump and dump culture is so common, right? Because women don't require marriage. They're not even thinking about marriage. They're thinking about having a good time. They're thinking about getting their back scratched. Everybody's doing it. So why not? If everybody's doing it, why not? Why go through the hassle of trying to actually be in a relationship and try to be married when your only requirement is to be in love? That's your requirement. Her requirement is that she's in love. What kind of requirement is that? God did not substitute love for marriage. He did not. So the fact that women are doing it, they're going to, and they always say, oh, God and God. No. And I'm talking about this because I've seen things she said before, and I feel bad. I really do feel bad because she's an attractive woman, and she's just going to throw away her opportunity because she's waiting for a guarantee. She's waiting for a huge event to happen, right? And a lot of these girls, they don't want to be pumped and dumped anymore. They don't. But what else are they doing? Right? What else are they doing? Right? Instead of sleeping with a bunch of men, instead of being a 304 for them, a 304 for them sleeping with a bunch of men, 3, 4, 5 men a quarter, like she said. But in her mind, if I sleep with 2 men a year, that's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, right? I'm not a 304. This is where we're at, man, and it's sad. You know, I understand that. You know, women ultimately want to be loved. They want to be wives. But they don't move like wives. I'm not going to wife somebody up as not a wife when I already met her. God said, right? The word says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. When you find a girl who's been sleeping around casually, she just, you know, she has a cavalier attitude towards her life. She's just waiting for something to happen. She's not going to invest into her future. Well, she'll invest to make this podcast. She'll invest to do her hair. She'll invest and learn how to do makeup. She'll look the part just so you could turn around and chase her because she believes that a man pursues a woman. Right? I don't know where people got this belief from. A man pursues a woman. A man. You just know what a man is. No, a real man is not chasing punani. A real man is chasing freedom. A real man is chasing his purpose, right? God said we must labor for wisdom. He didn't say we must labor for punani. He did not say that. Right? Adam and Eve, what were their punishments? What was Adam and Eve? This is in the first book of the Bible. People skip this part so much. The very beginning. God said, Adam, I'm going to send you to the fields and you must work the fields. Okay? And you must labor for all the food you eat. You're going to have sweat on your brow for all the bread you would like to eat. Okay? That means you're going to be sweating and working hard. That's our job. Okay? Laboring. And what did he punish women? He said, women, you're going to have a painful childbirth, and you're going to always desire your husband, and he will rule over thee. Okay? That's the whole thing. Desire. He didn't say man's going to always desire a woman. He said, no, we're going to be always working to get what we need to get in our lives. So if you guys are God-fearing women, you have to understand that a man's purpose is not women, but a woman's purpose is man. Okay? You are our helpmate. We are not your helpmate. We're not. I know the Bible says we got to submit to each other. I know it says stuff like that, but you guys are misunderstanding what that really means. And I don't want to get into it. It's not a biblicist thing right now. We're not. It's not Bible study. But the whole point about it is that women hide behind God to make all the bad decisions they make. And this is why, to me, they're fake Christians. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Channel's blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you over there.